The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 2nd and a couple, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go, here we go.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 1st carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week now.
Burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, exit. Hey, wahoo!
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Jones throw complete there to Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, a run with Etienne. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now up to 14.
Patriots 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jones throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They hand this off to Harris, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jones now on third down. This is Smith with a grab. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, first and 15. Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Dillon up the middle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the give, this is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up big...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith from 21 yards away.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Down to the 42, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even